Today's Thursday, May 4th, 2023. Do you hear that constant haggling and scourge, snapping, chewing out by my wife? Man, this constant chewing, man. Brian, do you experience that kind of shit too? Anyway, today is the last day of the week for Koreans because tomorrow is the Children's Day, May 5th. It's a public holiday. Everybody goes to the nice restaurant, park, amusement park especially, or any other place of their children's interest. And they pamper them with nice foods, nice gifts, toys, maybe cash, and so on. So it's a holiday, but today is a little bit cloudy day, and I have to about to hit the road to go to work. I'm not sure if the to hit the road is correct expression. It's usually for drive a car, but I commute on foot. Yes, I walk to my office for 15 minutes and walk back for another 15 minutes. That's every day. There's 4 kilometers one way or 8 kilometers both ways. Before I start to walk, I would like to read this interesting article to become funnier when I interact with my colleagues, friends, and acquaintances and family members. So I would like to read jokes by Joel Osteen. He's a pastor at the Dugwood, Arkansas, or somewhere down there. I sometimes listen to his sermons, and it's quite good. He's inspirational. He takes examples of day-to-day life encounters to expound or to feature the Bible's passage to his commoners. So here we go. By the way, I am trying to read this article to practice English pronunciation and also to study English by learning new expressions or reminding myself of the old cliches, expressions that I already know. It's a repetition. So here we go. July 26th, 2019. Metamancy, Joel Osteen's Jokes. First compilation out of 2. 1/2 compilation. The stingy man and the Christian wife. I heard about this man that was very stingy with his money. Just before his death, he made his wife promise him that she would have him buried with a $50,000 he had saved. His wife reluctantly agreed. At the funeral, before they closed the casket, she sneaked in this small wooden box. Her friend said, "Surely you didn't just bury the money, did you?" The wife said, "Of course I did. I'm a Christian. I can't lie," she said. "You mean you just buried $50,000? The wife said, "Yes, I did. I wrote a check." I wrote a check. Daily direction. 3 people, a Russian, an American, and blonde. I heard about these 3 people, a Russian, an American, and a blonde. They were talking together. The Russian said, "We were the first ones in space." The American said, "Well, we were the first ones on the moon." The Blondie said, "That's nothing. We are going to be the first ones on the sun." The American and the Russian, they laughed. You can't go to the sun. It's too hot and you would be burned up. The blonde said, we know that. We are not that dumb. We are gonna go at night. Remove the grave clothes. The smartest man alive. I heard about this old country farmer. He is taking his nephew camping for the first time. His nephew had 5 degrees. He is one of the smartest men alive. They set up their tent and quickly fell asleep. In the middle of the night, the farmer woke up his nephew. He said, "Look up. What do you see?" The nephew said, "I see millions of stars." The farmer said, "I know that, but what does that tell you?" he said. "Astronomically, it tells me there are billions of galaxies. Meteorologically, it tells me it's going to be a beautiful day. Theologically, it tells me God is a great creator. What does that tell you?" The farmer shook his head and said, "It tells me somebody stole our tent, fucker. Coming out better. Understanding a woman versus building a bridge. I heard about this man that was walking on the beach. God said, 'Son, you've been so faithful. I'm going to grant you one special wish.' He was so excited, he said, 'God, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but I'm afraid to fly. So my wish is that you would build me a bridge across the ocean.' God said, 'Son, that's totally impossible. Think of the logics of that. Now take some time and wish again.' He said, 'Okay, God, I've been married 4 times. All my wives say I'm so insensitive. Inexpensive. Man, I don't know. I don't have dyslexia, but I jump ahead of the words, I guess. All my ex-wives say I'm so insensitive. So my wish is that I would be able to understand a woman. I want to know why they think like they think, why they feel like they feel.' There was a long pause. God said, 'Do you want 2 lanes or 4 lanes on that bridge?' Your words become your reality. Super Bowl or his wedding. I heard about this young man. He was a huge football fan. He bought 2 tickets to the Super Bowl months ahead of time, not realizing it was gonna be on the same day as his wedding. He paid US dollars to he paid 2,000 US dollars each for the tickets. So he put an ad. What? The misspelling. D should be omitted. 1D. He put an ad on Facebook asking if anyone would like to go in his place. He said it will be at 3 o'clock at First Baptist Church. And her name is Tiffany. Joel Osteen, the God who goes before you. Directions and the stray dog. I heard about this man named Bubba. He lived way out of the country. There's this stray dog that kept showing up at his house. His wife said, "Bubba, you have to put the dog in the truck and take him out to the woods and drop him off. That's where he lives." Bubba drove him a mile down the road, dropped him off. When he came back home, the dog was walking up the driveway, practically beating him back. He did the same thing. It happened again. His wife said, "Bubba, you have to take him way out, drive him around in circles, and get him mixed up." Bubba drove him an hour away, crisscrossed the country road he's never driven before, dropped the dog off. 2 hours later, Bubba called his wife from the truck and said, "Did that dog make it back home?" She said, "Yeah, here comes walking up." He said, "Do me a favor, put him on the line. I need directions." Do me a favor, put him on the line. Put him on the line. I need directions. Here comes walking up. Put him on the line. Put him on the line. I need directions. I need directions. The secret to a long, happy life. I heard about this lady. Every day she saw this little old man sitting on his front porch, rocking in his rocking chair. He always seemed to be so happy. One day she got her nerve up and went over to him and said, "Sir, I can't help but notice you are always smiling, always in a good mood. Please tell me, what is your secret for such a long, happy life?" He said, "That's easy. I smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. I eat nothing but junk food, and I never exercise." She said, "That's amazing. How old are you?" He said, 26. "Your wings are coming." Joel Osteen. The origin of man. I heard about this little girl. She asked about her mother, how the human race got started. Her mother explained how God created Adam and Eve, and they had children on and on. Here we are today. A few days later, she asked her father the same question. He explained how many years ago there were monkeys, and little by little they became more like people, and now here we are. Confused, she went back to her mother. "Mom, you said God created people. Dad said she came from monkeys. How can that be?" She said, "Oh, honey, that's easy. I told you about my side of the family. Dad told you about his." Position before for increase. Joel Osteen. Here are the photos. You can download them, share, and make some laugh today. Share your interest, share your passion. There's a typo right there. Create your own website at WordPress. WordPress.com. Joel Osteen's Jokes, 2 Joel Osteen's Jokes compilation. For more of Joel Osteen's jokes, click the link or go to the homepage. Then go to categories, then click jokes. Also, so you don't miss out all of the future posts, don't forget to click follow on the homepage and look forward for something funny every Wednesday. Some random thoughts. It was a good reading. No words that I cannot understand. But I was just curious about this word. I wonder if there are 2 pronunciations. Blonde. Okay, just one pronunciation.
Blonde.
Okay, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.